I'm dropping it today. Hopefully, I'm hoping to really lock in. I was sitting here crying. I just got overwhelmed out of nowhere. I've had a couple of tarot readings done so far, a couple of times in the last week, and all tired, of course, talking about the same things, and a lot of them are just being crossing barriers. I do my own tarot now. Look at crossing barriers of emotional burden. That's funny. Let's see what the top card is. Yeah, working on my shadow and my inner child. You can't make this shit up. But yeah, I was gonna pull some cards. I did pull some cards. Then I was like, fuck, why do I feel like this? Why am I doing this to myself? Why am I beating myself up? Why do I not feel content? Like, what's going on? I just got a big wave of anxiety, and I was just like, my mind was racing. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do yoga. Oh, I'm gonna paint. I did some finger painting because it was just starting to get too overwhelming. I laid my yoga mat out, and I haven't even done no yoga yet. But there was just so many different things. I was like, okay, I'm gonna paint. I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna work on finishing this, which this should look tough. But okay, I'm gonna do a tarot reading. I lost my appetite, so I couldn't eat anymore, and it was just like a lot of just sporadic energy. I was watching a podcast called For the Healthy Hoes. Go watch For the Healthy Hoes. I love For the Healthy Hoes. It's a couple of podcasts. They're lovely. I love them so much. But yeah, all of that, and it just made me realize, like, what is going on with me? Like, what do I need to do? So I was like, okay, well, maybe I just need to like calm myself down. So I started listening to classical music. Classical music was too fast for me. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna listen to some lo-fi music. Lo-fi. I'm like, oh, I don't want to listen to that. I started listening to India, some neo soul, and I was just overwhelmed. Trying to take all these deep breaths, and it wasn't working. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take a bath. I started grinding up some rose petals. Got me some mushrooms to grind it up. Dehydrated, grind it up. Some Epsom salts, cinnamon and stuff. Got all my candles. I'm like, I'm gonna take this bath. I'm gonna soak. I need to sit in the bath because my muscles, my body was hurting, y'all. My body has been, and I mean, just in this moment at 2:13 p.m. on this motherfucking October 23rd, Thursday, I just in this moment realized, oh, my body has been hurting. Why does it hurt? And I can answer now. It's hurting because I'm holding so much energy, and it's not good energy. And I was saying like, oh, well, it's probably the bed, or it's probably the way I'm sleeping, or my titties is too big. Because I was doing the protest and I was marching. I had the sign held up for so long, and I was walking for so long. But no, it wasn't all that stuff. I mean, shit, I was just sleeping on a motherfucking airbed, and I was perfectly fine, you know? So it wasn't the now mattress that I have. It wasn't all these things. And I work out, so, I mean, the walking is nothing for me. The holding my side above my head, it's almost been a week. Like, that wasn't the case. But now I can say that it's because I was holding so much energy in, and I wasn't registering that I had all this energy held in. And so I started thinking about what was going on when I started getting overwhelmed. So many fucking people have been texting me with their shit, hanging out for them, doing things for them, asking things for them, borrowing things for them. Can they do this with me? Can they do that for me? Can they do, not even for me. None of the messages that I've gotten within the last couple of days have been about me. None of the calls have been about me. Nothing. And then before that, there was nothing. There were no calls. There were no messages. it hasn't. The people have been asking to borrow money, borrow my time, my energy, my effort, but there hasn't been anything about me. How am I doing? What's going on in my life? How am I transitioning into this new period of time? And just yesterday, I had a therapy appointment, and the assignment that she gave me last Wednesday was to do this bullseye thing. And I wish I could. I don't want to edit this video because I always give myself the excuse of, oh, I have to edit it, so I'm not editing this. It's going straight onto YouTube. I don't get no fuck if my nose is stuffed up, if boogers come out. I don't even get to edit that. Fuck. But I'm not gonna give myself that excuse. But she gave me a bullseye, and basically the circles on the outside are, you know, leading into that bullseye. And the bullseye is who you want to be, where you want to be, everything that you want to be in that moment, in your life, in everything that you have want in your career, your education, your friendships, your relationships, everything, what you want to be as whole. And you know, it's like a ripple. The wave ain't as strong as the ripple releases, you know? And so when you're on the outside of that ripple, the end of that ripple, it's not as strong. And so these circles going into the bullseye are, how can you get to that person? And it made me think, because I mean, I'm always like, oh, I want to be a millionaire. Oh, I want to help so many people. I want to do this and I want to do that, and I want this type of car, and I want this type of home, and I want this, and I want to sing, and I want to do this, and I want to. But how do I get there? Manifestation is important. But one thing that I've taken from the Bible is wisdom. Religion itself, all the books, Torah, the Quran, all the things, you have to have wisdom. You can't just pray. You also have to be wise. And manifestation is the same thing. All this stuff ties into each other. And I can't be saying, oh, I want to, like, it's like touchy. I don't know if this is too much, but it's touchy. Let's say I could not walk. I'm grateful to be that I can. But let's say I couldn't walk, and every day I'm like, damn, I really want to walk. Like, I'm praying, like, oh, God, please let me walk. I'm manifesting, like, oh, I'm going to walk. But I'm not doing anything. I'm not trying to get up. I'm not trying to move my feet, move my legs. I'm just sitting there saying, like, I hope. Where would that get me? And that seems like, oh, well, yeah, that's a good analogy because, I mean, yeah, if you don't try to get up and walk, you won't even know if you ever could walk. But it's the same thing in my everyday life. If I'm not trying to put in the effort to do everything that I want to do, how can I get there? And yeah, the shadow work is draining. Yeah, the shadow work is hard. Yes, healing is so timeless. And oh, it's tiring and all these different things. And yeah, the editing is boring at times. And I don't feel like doing it. And yeah, the content was just an idea and I don't have to really put it out there. I'm scared. And so I started thinking about, like, okay, well, let me think. How do I want to step into this person? How am I going to step into this person? I want to be this millionaire woman with this big business and these great ideas. How do getting my education, my degree, and all this other, like, how do I want to do that? How can I do that? So I started thinking, and I was lost. I don't know, but I knew who I wanted to be. So I started writing from a standpoint of, if I was that person today, what would I have? What would I be doing? I actually journaled this stuff out. I was on like a 90-day hard, I think, 75-day hard, something like that. It's in a journal over there. But again, no editing, so, and I ain't got no pants on. I ain't got no pants on, so I'll show y'all another time. But all these different things. And I wrote down some traits, things that I want to welcome in. The new and improved me. Soft body, soft mind. You hold so much tension into your shoulders right now, honey, because you're not healing. You are stuck in burden and all the things that you've been traumatized with. So if I have a soft body, I have a soft mind, and vice versa. Over loving myself. I've always overloved everybody else. I've never overloved myself. I always tell myself, like, no, 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 it's okay. People try to do things for me. No, 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 it's okay. You don't have to. No, 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 no. Or I was always feeling like I could not accept these things. And that came with the hyper masculinity because I was always having to do everything by myself. I was hyper independent. Singing, my most powerful singing, because I know I can sing. Like, I was on the phone yesterday. He was like, girl, what the fuck? Like, I sing for him. Friend sang for him. And he's like, okay, I hear you. Like, you gonna get us out the hood. Da-da-da. I hear the vision. But when I didn't think he heard me, I started singing. And he was like, what? Like, girl, what the fuck? You can actually sing. And I was like, actually. But I couldn't be offended by that because when I sang for the first time, I wasn't actually singing. Holding myself back. I don't want to be that person no more. My true destiny, my chosen destiny, great health and great choices, self-satisfaction, self-alignment with my highest frequency and my billionaire self, my most gorgeous self, longevity in my finances, love and peace and wealth. I call in everything I desire. And it's like, okay, well, I want all these things. How am I going to get to these things? And I didn't figure it out. But I did start writing who I wanted to be. Who I wanted to hire for my business. What things I want to do for my hobbies. What kind of people I wanted around me. And for that from that Wednesday, last Wednesday, up until now, I sat with myself and I was like, who do I want to be? Who do I want to be? What do I want to be? Excuse me. What kind of friends do I have? And that was a big one. Because who am I keeping around me? Who is my billionaire self keeping around? And why? And how? And I didn't figure it out. And I told my therapist, I was like, lady, I've been thinking, but I didn't think hard enough. And a part of that bullseye are what values will you hold to get yourself into those spaces, into that that bullseye, that target that you want to be in. So I couldn't think. So I started telling her what I wanted to do, what things I liked, and what I cared about. She started naming them off as words or characteristics, values. Financial independence, connection and community, compassion, stability, education, being knowledgeable, goal-driven, goal-oriented, progress, evolution, growth, contemplative, reframing my mind into positive thinking, variety, expression, proving myself and others wrong in negative lights. And what I needed to work on was self-compassion. That's what we figured out. I had executive dysfunction. I had imposter syndrome. And there's all these different things that yesterday, today, but I don't want to speak into existence no more. All these things going on. And it was like, how am I going to get past these things? And so we're like, okay, what steps can I take into moving into this greater person, into this person that I want to be? Further in my education. I want to be a woman with degrees. I got to be the woman with the degrees. Putting myself out there, reframing my mindset. And that's the biggest one. I feel like that should have been step one. Because if I'm scared of accomplishing so many things, if I'm scared of my own success, how can I put myself out there? How can I expose myself to people and spaces that I need to be in? How can I put my music out there? How can I put my body out there? How can I, put my face out there? Like, if I'm so scared of being seen, you know what I mean? Mentorship, research, finding Black female-owned businesses, cold calling, testimonials, getting the prototypes and the finances, marketing, collaborations, working on the structures, hiring people, the legality of that, finding protection, all these things. But going back to that number 2, I have to put myself out there. And if I'm scared to put myself out there, none of this, it's a ripple. If I don't drop it, if I don't drop myself into that water, into that space, into that place that I want to be in, there is no ripple. There's still water. There's stagnancy. I won't get anywhere. And so, again, I was overwhelmed today. too many people just texting me, calling me, and asking for favors and doing this and doing that. And I've been telling myself always, like, I have to stop making plans with people. I need to stop confirmation. I need to stop doing things that I actually don't want to do. And I'm so quick to jump. I don't ever take time to actually think, hey, how am I feeling this week? And rewind, because I was saying, like, oh, nobody has been checking on me. I haven't checked on myself. And that's the things that I'm allowing in. If I were to love myself in the way that I want to be loved, I can only let those type of people in that are going to love me the way that I love myself. And I haven't been checking on myself. I haven't been thinking about what I'm going through, or why I feel so manic, or how I feel so overwhelmed, or just too driven, or not hungry enough. Because I posted that the other day, like, oh, I don't feel hungry enough for the things that I want, and I'm not. But it's not even the hunger that I'm lacking. It's not even the motivation I'm lacking. It's the self that I'm blocking. I'm blocking myself because I'm scared. And so all this overwhelm, throat chakra, all this overwhelm, all this burden and pain that I was feeling today, this anxiety, and like, oh my God, I turned off my iMessage. I done deleted every social media app. The whole 1 2, the one whole 80, everything. I got TikTok. I love TikTok. I mean, shit, TikTok ain't going nowhere. TikTok ain't do shit to me. Shit, the motherfucker text me on TikTok. They must really care. But I didn't put my phone on Do Not Disturb, and my iPad on Do Not Disturb. My other iPad on Do Not Disturb. My laptop is closed. Like, can't nobody reach me right now. And obviously, I'm going to have to download the shit back because I need to promote this video. But, I was tired. I was overwhelmed. And I thought that was the solution. And still, I was like, okay, let me lay my yoga mat out. Let me listen to some music. Let me paint. Let me draw. And still, let me light some Palo Santo. Shit. Light it again. Let me light some Palo Santo to clear this energy. And you know what? It was funny because while I was saying all of that, let me light this Palo Santo. It's gonna clear all this negative energy that I'm having and I'm holding. Oh, the fuck it's not. Of course it is. But no, the fuck it's not. If I'm holding on to the negative energy, how the fuck can I let it go? How can it be released if I'm holding on to it? And so I'm pulling the cards. Let's see. They're going to try to say some shit again. I'm pulling the cards, pulling the cards, pulling the cards, pulling the cards, pulling the cards. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Pulling the cards. Got the Lovers, upright. Oh. Ace of Pentacles, upright, and Seven of Swords in reverse. And let me tell you how I interpret this. This love, needing love for myself and the people around me. These lovers, I've been calling. I want my husband. I want my divine counterpart. I want my divine soul tribe. The people that are supposed to be in my life. I'm in my life and I can't even do the shit I want to do now. And it's all in my hands. All of it. I mean, I'm the holder. It's my life. I'm always telling y'all that. It's y'all life. And I'm holding so much burden. And looking at what is standing up, what's right. And I still won't go for it. And so I sat with myself. And I started to feel really emotional. Just tense. My shoulders hurt like a motherfucker. I feel like my head is too heavy for my body right now. And I'm like, damn. Like, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Like, and when the cards came out. Tower. One of the cards came out. That one I actually just showed the little boat. Can't think of what it's called right now. What is Seven of Swords? I don't know. Either way, the card came out, and then another card came out on top of it. I think it was that. Oh shit! I think that was the Seven of Swords. But the whole burden card, and I'm holding so much burden, and I need to let it go. And when I see those two cards together, because I get them a lot, I need to do shadow work. Because that little boat with the older girl and the younger girl, it looks like shadow work. It looks like I need to be healing something within me. Taking myself across those paths and those journeys. My inner self, my inner child. And I was like, okay. And my question was, and it's about to get very vulnerable. There may be some triggering topics, and I'm going to flow through this, asking for a lot of guidance through the way that I talk, and just fluidly flow through all of these words that I have to say. Why am I always holding myself back? And every time, and again, it's a blessing and a curse. But when you hold it in a good space, it's always a blessing. And one thing is, I always, that contemplation, that always thinking about other people, I love it. And I hate it at the same time. And the only reason I hated it was because I was never holding space for myself and for what I wanted to do. I could still love you and care about you. Yeah, I was walking on my yoga mat, and I literally said that. I was like, I can't, in college, my second term over the summer after freshman year, I was trying to kill myself every motherfucking day. Nobody, y'all wouldn't have known that. Y'all wouldn't have. I was about to end it all. May of 2024, I was going to end it all. I was set, but I was yearning for, I wanted to be seen so bad. Please, like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to end it all. I want to stay in school. I got so many great things that I've accomplished. I want to keep accomplishing these things. I have nothing. In my mind, I had nothing. I had nobody. My family don't come see me while I'm in school. I don't have too many friends. I lost all my friends. I made some fucked up decisions, did some fucked up things. Lost everybody. I didn't have nobody. I was always crawling towards something that I didn't even know that was there. I didn't know what was I chasing? I don't know. And I was gonna end it all, but I needed help. I didn't want to. I never did. And so I called for help, and I went my butt to the mental hospital, and things just started to flourish after that. But what did I do in those steps of flourishing? I put me first. I cut people off. I saved my time and effort for myself. I stopped letting people walk over me because I didn't have anybody to walk over me. That was the thing. I cut people off, and I ran from it. I didn't heal it. I just ran from it. But I was in a place of peace, and what I thought was peace. And it worked for a while. It did. But again, I never healed it. And so it showed back up. And I was just telling my friends, two of my friends, love them dearly, came to see me yesterday, day before. And I did a tarot reading, or as Gabe would say, a tarot. But I did a tarot reading for them too. And just telling them and like how sometimes if we don't heal, not even sometimes, if we don't heal something, or we don't fix something, or we don't work on something, or learn the lesson, God, the source, the universe, Allah, Buddha, they'll come back and bite you in your ass. Vishnu, they'll come back and bite you in your ass. And even if it's just science or just law, it'll come back. It always will. And it may not be the same person or the same people or the same form of a lesson, but it's trying to teach you. And my lesson came back. And so why am I always holding myself back? When I started sitting here, I was literally sitting here like this. Tears just drop. What do I write? Thinking. And I was like, I gotta write this shit down. Because I know when I start writing, it's gonna flow. Why am I always holding myself back? Because I was scared of my own success. And subconsciously, excuse me, damn. Confirmation, fuck, like damn. And I'm writing it in past tense, again, because I don't want these things to manifest. I don't want to live in this space somewhere. Because I was scared of my own success, and I subconsciously knew that if I didn't move forward with the things that I wanted to accomplish and be, then I could stay in an uncomfortable frequency. Because it was comfortable. What the fuck are you talking about? I could stay in an uncomfortable frequency because it was comfortable. I could stay in this stagnancy, into these toxic relationships and friendships. I could stay in these pessimistic mindsets and all these different things in this place that I don't want to be because it's all I know. And I didn't write it on here, but also because I felt validated. I know, and this is ego talking, but I know I'm better than you. I'm gonna keep you around because it's safe. Because I know if I love you more than you love yourself, if I love you more than you love everybody else, if I love you, then it's okay. You won't leave. If I support you more than you support yourself, if I support you more than everybody else supports you, you won't leave. If I care about you and talk to you in ways that nobody else does, if I ask you how you doing today and pour all this love into you, you won't leave. If I ask you to do things that nobody else wants you to do or wants you to experience, or how people, I don't know where I was going with that, just flowing. But if I do all these things that nobody else does for you, you won't leave me. That ain't ego talking, that's shadow, because baby, that hurt my ego. Just saying that hurt my ego. I don't want to be alone. I'm scared of being alone. I love being alone, baby. You were forced to be alone. My only way of coping. I could stay in an uncomfortable frequency because it was comfortable and safe. That's all I was used to. I was scared of failing too. And I knew that deep down, I was made for greatness. And if I stayed around low vibrations, that I didn't have to move on or move forward, but that I would also be just good enough. Yeah, I was crying, so I can barely read this shit. But that's why I'm reading so slow. But I was good enough. Because if I try to go to these higher places, these high spaces, then, I mean, shit, I gotta be a better person. I gotta be my healed self. I can't be lollygagging. What the fuck? Lollygagging. I can't be playing around, fooling around, not putting the work in. I can't. I'm gonna have to upgrade. I'm gonna have to heal. I'm gonna have to put in the hard work. But if I stay right here, shit, they ain't finna judge me. Shit, they doing worse stuff than me. Hey, we in the same boat. Shit, if I'm fucking with a hoe, I mean, he a hoe. I'm scared of commitment because I'm scared you gonna leave me and hurt me and da-da-da. Maybe him too, but he gonna be a hoe. So I ain't gotta worry about committing to you, bitch, because you not even committed to me. But I want to be in love. Oh, there you go. But I want to be in love, and I want to experience a real divine storybook fairy tale kind of love. I want a husband and a big ring, 6 carats, or at the least. I actually don't even want a diamond. I want moissanite because I don't like, you know, all these dreams. I want my wedding to be very intimate under a evergreen, under a willow tree. I want at least, at the most, 3 kids. I want a puppy, and before we have kids, I want us to raise this puppy so we know how hard it is to have children. And I want to adopt at least one of our children, and if not one, then 2, and have our own homegrown little baby, but love all of them equally. And I want us to have a big house so that other people can come over and we can have Christmases together. And I want my husband to be tall and black. I love black men. I want my husband to cherish me and love me and care for me. I want him to be funny. But I can't deal with a nigga right now. I want to be married before 25, or at least engaged. What's that the little rabbit? This time is a ticking. You still holding yourself in the same places. And what's comfortable, what's safe. I was scared of failing. I knew that deep down I was made for greatness, and if I stayed around these low vibrations, that I didn't have to move forward, to move on. But that I would also be just good enough. But I was also afraid of being alone. Consciously, I knew it was not, you know, that wasn't my reality. I mean, how could I ever be alone? I have a great personality, and I'm funny, and I'm cool, and da-da-da-da. And if I move into this great place that I want to be in, then I'm going to have great people around me. So I'll never be alone. But subconsciously, what if you don't make it? What if you fail? Like, what if you cut all these people off? They're like, we're bad for you, and you don't have nobody else, and nobody else wants you, and nobody else is going to come around you, nobody else needs you. Like, you're not that. You're not rich, and you're not famous. You're not wealthy. You come from the slums. You come from poverty. Your family ain't got it all going on. Your family kind of sucks. Your family is toxic. You didn't have shit growing up. You kind of weird. Your arms kind of fat. You kind of corny. Like, you're not even that funny for real. Can you really even sing? Can you even really draw? Your paintings is alright, but they're not all that. It's kind of easy to do. Are you really even that smart? Are you? Are you? Who the fuck? I mean, you want to be this rich, famous, successful person, whatever the case is, wealthy, abundant, prosperous, leaving a legacy, but who the fuck are you? Like, are you even great enough to be that person? So once you cut off the people that were on your vibration, on your frequency, the people that you thought were just so bad for you, the shit that you was used to, the toxic life and the pessimists and all the brokes and you're not gonna have anybody. You're gonna be alone. You're gonna have to do everything by yourself, and that's on you. But deep down, I was scared that if I did cut off all these people, exactly what I just said, and these low vibrations, these bad habits, that I wouldn't have anyone. Because I was scared of being alone. And all I was used to was people that hurt me or induced negative feelings. And then once again, I would have to do it all by myself again. Once again, I would do it. Because at this point, I really started crying. Because I'm still hurt that I couldn't be a little girl. I never had my childhood. And I yearned for it, for who I could have been, for what I could have had, who I could have been. Yearning for security, safety, and love that I wish I had. And in the same breath, I'm scared of that. The security, safety, and love that I still yearn for. And even though I want it so bad, deep down, I don't want to have to do it for myself. I wish that they would have did it. What they were supposed to do. What they should have done. I just wanted to be protected, loved, cared for. Yet I still show up as this person that fights all of it away. I won't accept it. I won't even try to look for it. Why? Because there's still this fight within against myself and the worth. What do I deserve? And why can't I accept the love I give out? Why am I always trying to build everybody else up? But when it came down to it, I wouldn't even do those things for myself. And even when I started to do those things for myself, of course, checking in on myself, feeding myself, because I cook a big meal for everybody else, shit. I was just telling shit the other day, like, bro, me, I was some of my homies that I dealt with this dude that they know, and I was blue. I made that nigga breakfast in bed, and I was like, bro, I never even had breakfast in bed. Like, I never even did that for myself. Like, I'll make me a bowl of cereal or some shit, make me a little egg, turkey sandwich, little shit. Made that dude. What it was, I cut up some fruit. I think it was like strawberries and like cantaloupe and honeydew and grapes. And I made homemade French toast. I made some steak and some eggs. I think that was it. Poured that man some orange juice. Sausages, I think. He didn't even move. He was still in the bed. Fuck. Girl, damn. Like, where that treatment at? And I was just like, oh, I'm such a good wife. And I asked him, I was checking on his mental health, and I was always available when he needed somebody to be around. And I gave him the longest hugs because I knew that little boy inside of him needed those hugs, and I needed them too, so it felt good. Them hugs, I ain't gonna lie, them hugs was good as fuck. I literally was thinking about him before I started journaling and shit, like right before I started crying. I was like, I miss him. No, the fuck I don't. No, I don't. I miss who I was before him. No, I don't. Because I tried to give myself all these excuses. I miss the sex. No, I don't. I miss the comfortability. Yes. And it wasn't comfortable at all. It was always familiar. That's all it was. It was only comfortable because it was familiar. It was because he would always do this push and pull thing. Like, oh my gosh, when we together, we so in love. And it was funny because I just did a tarot read, or I had a tarot reading done. He was like, oh yeah, this person love you, but it's not good for you. He don't know how to. And I did it for myself again, and it was the same literal, same card, same shit. Oh, he love you. He care about you enough. He care about you a little bit. You know, he love you a little bit. He don't love himself. And he's not gonna, like, you know, and I'd be praying. I used to pray and manifest for him to heal so that we could be together. Bitch, pray for yourself. Oh, pray for yourself. Ah, you not even healed. You worry about him. Bitch, heal yourself. And I remember the last tarot reading I did, I talked to my guides, my ancestors, source, spirit, and I was like, okay, so basically what y'all telling me is if I start putting in the healing to do my shadow work and heal myself, that he will heal too, and we gonna be happy ever after. I was like, yep, that's exactly what happened. Every time you put in work for yourself, he get it too. And for weeks on end, I was putting in that motherfucking work. That's when I was on Instagram and Snapchat and telling y'all like, oh, you can have whatever you want and love yourself and da-da-da-da and all this positive mojo jojo. They was lying. They tricked me. Once I started healing myself, I didn't want him no more. And it was crazy. I was like, oh, motherfucker. God, it got me. I started wanting better. I didn't want that push and pull. I didn't want something I had to beg for. I didn't want someone I had to heal and fight for. No, I don't deserve it. I've been fighting my whole motherfucking life. Why do I have to prove to you that I'm worthy of your love when I am worthy of love? Bitch, you don't even love. Ooh. How you don't even love yourself? I was talking about that, homies. But no, it was too much. And I was like, damn, I miss him. But no, I didn't miss him. I wanted a hug. And that was the best hug I've ever had in my life. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not even, like, I can't think of a hug because it felt like the last. Oh, it did. It was the last. But it felt like the last. And it was funny. Oh my goodness. Because it was like weird, like the dynamic was that we would come back into each other's lives every few months, every da-da-da-da. And it would never be consistent. And he'd come back into my life and I'd be like, oh my gosh, like, babe, da-da-da-da-da, like, da-da-da-da, like, this my man for real. Like, I'm so delulu. And I have a video that I'm actually got to drop after this. I haven't edited it. That's the video I've been talking about on social media. And I think the video that was supposed to drop on the 15th, blah, 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 blah. Like, this my man, I'm so delulu about him. Like, oh my gosh, like, he gonna heal and he loves me for real. So, like, deep down, he love me. He just scared of love and da-da-da-da-da. So he be trying to know. Because there was one time where he was actually vulnerable with me and he told me, like, it's not even you. I really like you and da-da-da-da. But I'm doing this for me. I'm scared of myself. I'm scared of da-da-da. I was like, it's okay. I'm gonna heal him. I'm gonna let him know that it's okay. This is a stable love. This is a safe love. You're safe here. Who gonna tell her? Who gonna tell her? And all that went on. But again, the months passed, but fooled around. Back to this, like, I'm so delulu about my man. And it just died down. Like, girl, fuck him. Ooh. I'm so delulu about my man. Girl, fuck him. I actually don't even want him. Like, it's just fine shit. I just, like, started talking to, like, he fine as fuck. Like, girl, forget him. But that fine shit, it don't give me the same feeling. So I don't want that fine shit either. It was this real nice guy that I just found, but he don't give me the same feeling either. Oh, this dude want to talk to me. I don't really care for him for real, but I really won't even care for him because he don't give me that same feeling. And so the last time me and him interacted, this guy, we just said, and we hugged for what felt like forever. And I mean, legs were starting to get tired a little bit. Motherfuckers have to move the legs a little bit. But we just hugged, and it felt so good. And I mean, every time we left and parted ways, that it would be a hug like that. But this one felt different. And I told him, I joked around, I said, all right, see you in 7 months. He laughed. That was that. I don't want to see him in 7 months. I don't want it to be the same dynamic that it's always been. But I needed a hug. That was the point. I needed a hug. And so I was like, maybe I should call him. Maybe I should text him. My mind was just racing. Like, maybe I should. And I say here, and I just... Can y'all hug yourself for me? And I just hugged myself. Let's take a deep breath. There's 2 eagles flying over there. That's so... that's so funny. They flying in circles too. I needed what felt familiar. But in that moment, it didn't feel familiar. It felt good. I never got a hug like that from my parents. I never got a hug like that from my family, from my friends, from my siblings, from myself. Nobody has ever hugged me like that. And so I was like, oh, he was in love with me. He's in love with me. He'll be back. And then maybe next time I prove to him that he's worthy of love too. He deserves love. And the love that I have to offer. Oh, baby. Whatever happens, happens for him. And I just have to accept that. I love him. I do. But I love him the same way I love all of y'all. I'm not tied to him anymore. I'm not scared of letting him go anymore. I'm okay. And it was funny because I was literally just sitting on the phone saying that. I just kept saying, I'm okay. And then they was like, what? What are you talking about? I'm okay. And I am. I'm okay. And why I can't accept the love that I always give out. Why I'm always trying to build everybody else up. But when it comes down to it, I wouldn't do those things for myself. And even when I started, I still never felt fulfilled because I didn't want to do it for myself. I wanted to be loved and cared for, not feel love. Excuse me, but be loved. Just in the healthiest, most fulfilling way. I'm tired of pulling and constantly trying to pull at things. Everything. All the suicide attempts. They weren't an attempt at taking my life. It was a cry for help, a cry for love, a cry for attention, for someone to notice me, to take care of me for once. And I'm still yearning. There's a, I don't know if they use it as a quote, as a study, whatever the case is, though. I saw it as a tweet. This thing goes around. Actually, I think it was just somebody, like, tweeting it, but he was saying, like, if somebody ever tells you that they're going to kill themselves, they don't want to. And, you know, this tweet or this thing came around to me so many times in life. And I remember I was watching this TikTok. This man's wife had killed him or killed herself, and she didn't say nothing. He said that she was the happiest she ever was that week, doing everything normal, but just so much euphoria. And then she killed herself. And every suicide story that I really hear, what is his name? Steve's. Every suicide story, even Kill Bill, long live Kill Bill. Let's just spread some love and awareness to those who have lost, those of us who had a hard fight and could not take it and decided to take our own lives. Let's have some love and some compassion and grace for those that did take their own lives, and just set a place of peace and love for them in the realm. But long live Kill Bill. DJ Kill Bill. DJ Kill Bill, if you do not know, you can go search up his Instagram, DJ Kill Bill. Young guy, a few years back, decades now, back like 2015, killed himself. He drowned himself in the lake, but he posted every day. He posted every day that he was going to get closer and closer to killing himself. And he had a watch. He had post pictures of the watch, of the lake, of himself, saying, I'm going to do it. And he had a caption. And when it came down to time that he felt it was time for him to go, the time that he had set for himself to leave, posted that watch as a countdown. He said the timer ran out. And he drowned himself. Such some love and some compassion for DJ Kill Bill. But it was a prime example of not only when people really want to go, they won't tell you, they won't tell nobody, but also that cry for help. That wishing that somebody would notice, that somebody would just stop you. That somebody would come in and swoop you in and tell you it's going to be okay. It's going to get better. And we post the awareness every, what is it? I don't even know what month suicide awareness is in. March? Shit, I don't know. We post the awareness, or when somebody goes, we cry, or we pout, and we post all about them. Jocelyn Flores, DJ Kill Bill. All these different people. And it's crazy because they get so seen, so much love, so much compassion after, but we're losing. Why don't we do that beforehand? Why are we not setting up systems and places where we feel safe enough to come together and say, hey, it's important to express yourself. It's important to feel love and grace and care, compassion. And that's how I felt. I never really, I have, and I mean, I could cry. I got two really important people in my life. And I remember when I was really like, whew, then this was 2023, 2022 maybe. And I was like, oh, I'm ready to go. And I had diced myself up. I had blood on me. My nose was bleeding because I was so stressed out. And I told my friends I was going to go jump. I was, take me to the bridge. Y'all don't take me. I'm going to take my damn self. Take me to the bridge. I'm an Uber. I left my job. I was working at Pancheros. I left because I was ready to go. I didn't need no, if I'm not here, do I need a motherfucker? You asked the question, do I need a job? Man, I told him, I was like, I'm so ready. I'm done. They was just talking to me. I love them. They was just talking to me. Okay, Mari, like, you need some help? Not even that. They were like, okay, Mari, why do you feel this way? What's going on? Talk to us about it. They weren't panicking. I thought they was having a route. The ambulance was in front of that house. The ambulance was in front of the motherfucking house, and they was too. They had literally, I'll never forget it. Oh, I love so much. But ambulance in front of the house, and they asked was to one of the friends was gonna pick up the other. They were like, "We love you, Mari," cause you know them. They weren't gonna. They told them to, so they weren't gonna just let me stay home. Like, oh, you know, I wasn't gonna kill myself for real. They weren't gonna let that happen. So I went to the hospital, and as they would put me on a stretcher, they were like, "We love you so much, Mari, and it's gonna be okay." I said no editing. I said no editing, so I would lock in. I'm gonna lock in, but it felt good. Even at time of being so hurt and heartbroken, it felt good to be seen. That somebody cared enough to not let me hold the decision of, oh, well, Mario's gonna be okay. It's gonna get better. Don't do that to yourself. Somebody that actually cared enough, and I was so mad. I was like, oh shit, these motherfuckers. And I wasn't even at home. I was at my uncle's house. So I felt embarrassed when my aunt came in there and was like, well, Mari, if you feel this way, you gotta go, honey. It's okay. I felt shamed, like that I was feeling this way. I should have brought some tissues in here. I felt shamed. But they changed my life for the better. And it took that one risk, that one sacrifice. They didn't care if I was gonna be mad at them or whatever the case was. They took initiative. Oh, my throat. Whew, they took initiative. I might have to pause. I know I said I wasn't, but I might have to pause. I'm gonna pause. I'll be back. I know my nose is gonna run like a mug. But that somebody cared enough to take initiative into my life. Cared so much about me that they didn't even want that to be an option. Cared so much about me. So wants to see me live. Cared about me. Because I never experienced that. Every time, because it was around that time that I actually had started telling my family, like, I'm going to just kill myself. Like, I was so over them and hiding the fact that I was popping pills in the basement, trying to kill myself, that I was cutting myself, that I was doing all these hurtful and harmful things to myself. I was tired. And they would always throw it in my face. I'm going to call the ambulance. Like, you crazy. You can't be no doctor thinking like that. They not going to let you be no doctor. You think you're going to be a doctor? You can't be no doctor thinking like that. All these hurtful things. But nobody ever showed me grace. Nobody showed me compassion, love, real love to say, baby, I don't want you to feel that way. Well, I mean, what's the solution? It was always yeah, you can't be no doctor. Are you crazy? Or I'm gonna send you to the hospital. I used to be so, like, it created a fear that if I went to the hospital, bad things are gonna happen. I mean, I was being raised by a narcissist, so obviously wasn't true. But or don't feel like that. Or I used to feel like that, but I'm still here, so it's okay. Like, you just gotta suppress those feelings. Suppress the depression. Suppression of the depression. Nah. And I got tired. And I loved myself so much that I took initiative. But only after those two very important people took initiative themselves. And I appreciate them every day. And I don't talk to them that much. Actually, one of them was just over here. But I don't talk to them that much. But I love them. And I want to grow into a person that really does express this love. Because I promise you, everybody watching this, I love y'all too. Deeply. If I've never had a conversation with you, if I've had many conversations with you, I love you deeply. But there's so many people that I do have connections with, and I don't express the love that I should. And I know the reason. It's because I never had a stable home to express love in, to show love in. We didn't do that affectionate stuff. We didn't do that caring for everybody else stuff, that real love. And so I grew to be scared of it. I grew to be ashamed of it. Like, I used to be scared to tell my family I love them after phone calls and such. or to give my family hugs. I used to hate hugs. Like, ugh, my baby siblings, they would try to touch me and stuff. I'd be like, ugh. I would yell at them. I would get mad at them. Like, don't touch me. Because I was scared of love and affection. And now I'm still scared. But I yearn for it so much. I want to be loved and seen and cared for. But I wouldn't let myself get it. And I'm crying so much my head is starting to hurt and my throat is tight. So I'm going to let the video end here. But I want y'all to ask yourselves, why are you holding yourself back? What is holding you back? And think deeply, because it's not just something that easily comes up. Our subconscious, our brain has been trained. It is in our instinct to protect ourselves from harmful things. So we either forget or suppress them. So it may not be easy, but take that risk. Post that video. Sing for them people. Send that text message. And it's so hard being vulnerable. But if you don't drop yourself, you cannot create the ripple. And I love you all so much. I thank you for all the support and love that I've been getting. Check in on yourself. Per usual, as usual. If you need somebody to talk to love, to listen, I'm always here. I think I'm going to take a break today because I am overwhelmed. And that felt good to say because I'm like, no, I'm going to do something. I'm going to take a break today. And it's probably going to let some people down. I'm supposed to be hanging out with somebody, a dear friend, in like around 3 hours. But if I don't feel it, it's okay. It is okay. We have so much time. And I'm giving myself compassion and grace. Because I know I would feel bad. I do. A little bit deep down. Even though I'm saying all this, I feel bad. Like, damn, I did tell her I was going to do that. And I canceled on her once because I hurt my back. And da-da-da-da. But if I need to take a break, I'm going to take a break. And that's okay, because I love me enough to say that I need a break. So check in with yourselves. Check in with yourselves and hold some compassion for yourselves. Hold some grace. And there's so many birds flying over the window. I say this. But set free. Exactly, birds. Thank y'all. Set free. I love y'all so much, more than you can even imagine. Thank y'all for supporting me on this journey. And again, whether it's 5 of y'all, 10 of y'all, 15, 3,000, 4 million, 2. I thank y'all for watching this video. Love, peace, abundance, ashe. I'll take some deep breaths. Because, yeah, we ain't do too many. And this is some touchy shit. In and out. In. Hold it. Out. One more. In. Hold it. And out. I think what I want to incorporate into my channel as I grow and learn and such and feel more free to express myself, that I want to create a little song for those little breathwork moments, or at least sing it, you know, just sing a little tune as the breathwork goes. My throat is so tight, I kind of want to sing, but I know I'm scared. So I'm going to hold myself in some compassion and not even do it right now. But eventually. And I'm hoping for you in the next video. But again, I love you all. It is beautiful outside. I want to show y'all this. Maybe go outside today. I heard that it was a little cold. But I love you all so much. Thank you for the support, the love.